Hey guys, today we have read Colossians 3, and it just has reminded me of that thing that's been rolling around inside of me for the last few weeks or months. Changed lives live changed lives. Paul starts in on that, right? Where our minds are set on things above. This is a choice to move away from the earthly, the worldly things that we continue to fall back into, and to choose to put our mind on the things that are in heavenly places, that are where Christ is seated. He takes this big step, right, in verse 4 where it says, we must put to death the things of the world. It reminds me of that phrase that I've been pushing on you guys for the last few weeks. We have to take radical steps, guys. Radical steps for the sake of holiness. We have to put these to death because the allure of sin is real, and if we allow it just to sit on the sidelines, we are going to go back to it. And so we have to put it to death. We have to remove it. We have to delete it. We have to extinguish anything that is tempting us and calling us. And so, with that thought, we need to, as the challenge will say today, how are you going to put something to death now? What are you going to delete? What are you going to flush? What are you going to call and confess? What are you going to do in the immediate moment to put it to death? But we don't just stay putting to death, right? We then need to put on. It's almost like we go to the closet of godly virtues and we say, where am I lacking and what do I need to add? And I need to be merciful, or I need to be holy, or I need to be loving or forgiving. These are active choices to fight sin and to choose godliness. And Paul in verse 17 and verse 23 really kind of points out that it's in every facet of our life. Nothing is immune. Nothing can be separated. We must be choosing in everything we do, whether we eat or drink, whether we work or whether we play, whether we're a child or a parent, a husband or a wife, a boss or an employee. In every relationship we have, we must work for God's glory and that He would be honored. It's interesting, as I read through that, I just kind of came to these things. God demands both purity in heart, not for eye service or people pleasing. I must work with purity of heart, and I must work with excellence in everything that I do. There is no room for laziness. There is no room for selfishness. In everything, because my mind is set on things above, I am working with purity and excellence. Now go and take those challenges. Go and live this out today.